Hey there, welcome to your Wednesday online workout. Today's another fun one. If you haven't had enough of chair dips this week, we've got some more of them, so hold on. What we've got today is a 9-minute EMOM. What you're looking at is minute 1, max effort push-ups. So what this means is you're doing push-ups for the entire minute, as many as you can get. So if that means you can do 10, you gotta rest 10 seconds and do 10 more, that's fine. But try and keep yourself working throughout the entire minute. Followed by max effort chair dips. Same story as with the push-ups, just try and keep moving throughout the entire minute. You get a minute of rest after that, and then you're going to cycle back through this for an entirety of 9 minutes. What we're looking at for the first half of this, for the first minute, the push-ups, we're trying to go, if we're doing this RX, arms are about shoulder width apart. Our body is in a nice straight position. Notice my shoulders and everything are making a straight line. I'm going to keep the inside of my elbow driving forward. And then I'm bringing those elbows really close to my body. I come down, touch the ground, and come right back up. So as much as I can just barely touch and come back up, I'm doing. When I need to scale, I can scale with my knees. So I come down to knees, bring the chest down and right back up. Another scale, if you want to be in between a full push-up and this knee push-up, is to start in the plank, come down to the knees, push up, and then back to the plank position. I can also, if I'm getting tired, which will happen, start doing more of the kind of worm push-up where I'm actually just bringing my shoulders up each time. That's going to be my push-up. So I'm going to try and do as many as I can for the entirety of that minute. Then I've got the chair dips. I've got 2 ways of doing this. First is from the front of the chair. So I'll take my chair, a nice stable chair, and I'm going to put my hands on the front end of this chair. I'm going to grab a nice comfortable position. Then I will move my feet as far out as I'm comfortable doing, and then I'm just lowering my body by bending those elbows and pushing straight back up. As many of those as I can do in the minute I'm going to do. You're going to feel that a lot in the triceps in this particular motion. The other alternative is to take 2 chairs and do the same thing. Now this one is a little more stable because you've got the 2 chairs. You're going to want to stand in between the chairs, so get them a little wider than your shoulders. You'll get your hands in a comfortable position on either side. Same as the other one. I've got my feet in front, and I'm lowering myself as much as I can, and right back up. The further I have my feet out in front of me, the harder it is. That's going to be your chair. It's a minute of that as well. We're working for the entirety of that minute. Then we're going to take a little rest, and then we've got that whole cycle all over again. When we've completed our 9 minutes, now we have an additional workout for time. What we're doing here is 27, 21, 15, 9 of each box jump step downs and American kettlebell or dumbbell swings. You're going to do 27 of each, 21 of each, 15 of each, 9 of each. When you finish the 9 of the kettlebell swings, you're going to get on the ground and do 100 sit-ups. Your total time is from the time you start the 27 until you finish the 100th sit-up. So this is going to be a longer one. It's a lot of work, but it's pretty lightweight, so you just have to kind of keep pushing through. So for the step up, the box jump step up, I'm going to demonstrate that with a chair. If you have a box at home, great. Otherwise, if you have a chair, or even if you've got something like a small retaining wall that you can get up on, just something that's stable that you can easily get up on. What we're going to do is jump up, but then I'm stepping down. Jump up, and then step down. If you need to scale that, you can step up and step down. If you're stepping up and stepping down, I'd like to see you alternate legs, so that way you don't develop a dependency on one side or the other. But that's all that is. We're just jumping up, stepping down on whatever surface you can get at whatever height you're comfortable with. Followed by American kettlebell or dumbbell swings. The kettlebell, we're going to just pick it up right in front of us. We're going to have it right here in between our legs. Using these hips to drive the kettlebell, I'm going to drive it over my head. I want the top of the kettlebell pointing towards the sky, and I'm bringing it right back down. So I'm just doing this for that 27, 21, 15, 9. From the side, using these hips to drive the kettlebell. Then we're going to follow that with our sit-ups. For the sit-up, if you don't have an ab mat, you can take a towel, fold it into fourths, and that would give you some coverage at the bottom. We're going to have our feet together or apart, but we just kind of bring them to the side, hands overhead, and we're bringing our shoulders up past our hips. I like to touch the ground behind me and in front of me. as a sit-up. If we need to scale, we can go back to a crunch where we have just our hands and our feet down, but we're just bringing our body until we get a nice contraction in our belly. That's going to be your scale. So you've got 100 of those sit-ups. When you finish that, that's when your clock will start. So this is another fun one. It's a good fun week. We'll see you tomorrow.